A corporate board can draft a visionary 5-year strategy, but that vision has to survive contact with a company's messy technical infrastructure. Executives frequently realize they lack the internal engineering teams required to actually build the global data systems and cloud migrations they just approved in the boardroom. Back in the early 1950s, the accounting firm Arthur Andersen noticed this exact operational gap inside its clients. Take a look at this massive machine. This is the UNIVAC 1. In 1954, Andersen's consulting division conducted the feasibility study and helped install this for General Electric, the first commercial use of a computer in the United States. That installation proved there was a highly profitable space between the management consultants selling business theories and the hardware vendors selling physical machines. By the 1980s and 90s, the enterprise software market was booming, and Andersen Consulting grew at a blistering pace to capture the demand. But this rapid expansion hit a wall inside the parent company. The auditing side of the business relied on strict risk management and regulatory compliance, while the consulting side required massive investment and agile scaling. The two economic models clashed. The tension escalated until the consulting arm stopped sharing its profits with the parent firm and initiated formal arbitration to legally break the partnership apart. Here is the New York Stock Exchange floor in 2001, marking the debut of the newly independent firm. They rebranded as Accenture, shorthand for an accent on the future. Today, they organize their massive operation into 5 segments: strategy and consulting, technology, operations, song, and Industry X. By combining strategic design, software implementation, and long-term outsourcing, they created a new category of continuous corporate lifecycle management. To make this model work, they ignore small startups and mid-market companies entirely. Their clients are the largest global corporations and massive public agencies. Instead of pitching ideas and leaving, Accenture physically embeds its teams into the client's organizational chart, acting as the direct translation layer between the C-suite and the IT department. This is CEO Julie Sweet. Governing a global operation of this complexity requires tight, synchronized leadership at the top. She oversees nearly 800,000 employees worldwide, recently reorganized into a Reinvention Services structure, designed to align directly with the specific ways their clients operate. Operating at this scale alters the nature of the relationship. What begins as a single modernization project evolves into a permanent operational dependency. In financial analysis, this structural advantage is called a wide economic moat, a highly defensible barrier protecting a company's market share. The primary defense here is extreme switching costs. Once Accenture designs your strategy, writes custom software, and staffs the teams running it, pulling them out becomes a logistical nightmare. Untangling an embedded integrator disrupts operations and requires massive transition budgets, so clients simply renew. They supplement this with powerful intangible assets. Decades of successful implementations have built a brand reputation that makes them a safe, reliable choice for risk-averse corporate boards. To maximize the profits generated inside this moat, they structure globally, maintaining their legal and tax headquarters here in Dublin, Ireland. High switching costs, deep brand trust, and tax efficiency allow them to sustain superior returns on capital compared to traditional peers who only offer standalone consulting. But the exact mechanism that makes them so profitable is also their greatest risk. When a highly integrated system fails, the damage spreads everywhere. If a major rollout collapses, the financial and reputational hits are severe. In the UK, Accenture walked away from a multi-billion-pound technology overhaul for the National Health Service after massive delays and complications. In the US, they faced intense scrutiny over a $297 million contract to overhaul the hiring process for Customs and Border Protection, which struggled to deliver the promised staffing numbers. There are also immense security liabilities. Because they manage the most sensitive data environments for the world's largest companies, they are constant targets for cyber attacks and data breaches. The deeper they weave themselves into a client's digital DNA, the more catastrophic the fallout becomes when the execution falters. Look at the visual branding on this recent Accenture report. To maintain their market dominance, they are aggressively pushing total enterprise reinvention, the concept that clients must continuously rebuild their digital cores around artificial intelligence. To supply that demand, they are spending billions acquiring specialized tech firms like the UK-based AI startup Faculty and the network intelligence company Ookla. The pivot to AI is harsh enough internally that the company is actively removing staff members who cannot be successfully reskilled for this new environment. The entire business model relies on a simple reality. Enterprise technology accelerates rapidly, while legacy corporations are inherently slow to adapt. As long as that gap exists, there will always be a highly lucrative market for the firm willing to step into the void and integrate the two.